Welcome back to Thumbs Up. Today I have the pleasure of having Blake Silverstrom and Letty Vendrell with me. We are representing and talking today to us about work done with Heart to Heart Outreach of South Florida. Super excited to have you here and to really work and find out what it is that this particular organization does and the difference that it makes in our community. Blake, please share with me first what you do and what it is that you're most passionate about with this organization.
Well, thank you, Denise, for having us, first off.
Our pleasure.
So my role is the Executive Director. I oversee all vision casting, strategic development, partner engagement, and operational and administrative oversight.
Wonderful. Letty, what is it that you do for outreach?
Well, for Heart to Heart, I do research and development. So we are conducting a very robust case study on aging adults in South Florida, Broward, and Palm Beach County, and how our mobilizing volunteers makes a difference in their lives.
What better work can we ask to do in our communities?
Absolutely.
Right? So share with me a little bit, if you would, about the program itself. How many years has it been available as a resource for our communities?
Sure. Well, we've been around since 2011, and since then we have served over 5,000 elderly residents in Broward and Palm Beach County.
Did you say 5,000?
Over 5,000. And we do that by recruiting compassionate volunteers who love on them. And we have hundreds of volunteers that have done that kind of work.
Wonderful. That's super exciting. That's quite a bit to serve over that period of time. So tell me a little bit about why is it so important that our community have services like what you're offering right now?
Well, as you know, America is getting older by the day. Over 10,000 baby boomers are reaching retirement age every single day in America.
Right.
Here in South Florida, we're at the epicenter of really the aging crisis. We have the largest population in the country. And we unfortunately have the largest population of elderly residents in long-term care. And a lot of times they are sometimes isolated and alone. Their families are far away, or they've outlived their relationships. And it's just not how people should be treated at this season in their life.
That is probably one of the most sensitive things that we could say as we all age, that we may face that possibility of not having anyone ever visit us or be available to be able to visit us at all. So I certainly can see how this would fill a gap, not just now, but into the future as well.
Sure.
Tell me, ultimately, what would you say and sum up the mission of where we are today with Heart to Heart Outreach and going forward? You want to take that, Letty? The research you've been doing, please share.
Well, you know, I think a lot of people don't really understand that this is a brand new vulnerable people group. So very different than children and very different than single mothers and very different than any other nonprofit. A lot of individuals don't really look at the aging population as a new vulnerable group, and we kind of look at them as the new orphan. And so what we are trying to do is just pair a compassionate volunteer through civic organizations, Kiwanis, churches, corporate social responsibility, and we are pairing these individuals with the aging population. And it's specifically the elder poor, because anyone that knows that has a mom or a dad that gets Medicare or Medicaid understands that you probably are only getting about $13,000 a year annually from Medicare or Medicaid. And so that is, as far as the U.S. poverty index is concerned, that is an elder poor.
What a sensitive topic. I mean, it's certainly something that touches, I think, every one of us, and especially as we drive around our communities here in South Florida, we often see the aging population. And I personally, given as a financial planner, I have many conversations where they don't have someone with them to help them make decisions. So I certainly can feel for this organization and its mission. How is it that one can get involved?
Well, we have the core of what we do is really recruiting volunteers. We train them and we place them, and really the heart is one-on-one relationships. So we place with the people who are very lonely and alone. We try to match you up with unique gifts, and then there's over 300 care centers just in Broward County alone.
You say 300 care centers?
So there's plenty of love to go around. So with over 13,000 residents, over 65% receiving no visitation at all. So, and we think that's higher in some of the Medicare and Medicaid facilities.
Wow.
So one way is recruiting volunteers, but another way is we have a couple of great upcoming events. We love to talk about Ride 65.
Oh, I'm excited about that. I know us here at Thumbs Up South Florida, we are certainly going to be supporting and being involved, but please share with me what this is all about.
Sure. Did you want to share about Ride 65?
No, you do it.
So
I have it right here.
There it is.
Look, it is.
So Ride 65 is an organized cycling event that's happening on Saturday, October 20th. It's happening at the Veterans Home, the Sandy Alexander Nininger Veterans Nursing Home in Pembroke Pines.
If they wanted to go ahead and support and get involved, how is it they can do that?
Well, obviously the event would be fantastic.
Right.
Thumbs Up SoFlo is one of our partners for the event, so we're excited about that.
Sure.
And if you have a heart for serving the elderly, we would love to talk to you about that. If your company or business is interested in doing some outreach there, or if you yourself would love to be a volunteer, we welcome that as well.
I don't know, I'd probably take them all home with me.
Absolutely.
Well, to take it even further, where would they go online to apply or to register for the event? How do they do that?
Great. You can go to our website, which is hearttoheartoutreach.org. It's also on Eventbrite, and it's on all of our social media. It's easy to find, and it's $35 for the ride. You get a really cool jersey, a professional tour jersey,
Okay.
so you can look like you know what you're doing.
Right.
But we're also still looking for people to come out and really just support the work we're doing. All the proceeds go to recruiting more compassionate volunteers to build meaningful and sustainable relationships with lonely elderly residents.
Will we have any of the veterans at the actual event themselves?
We will. And,
Awesome.
there's a few World War II veterans that are around.
that's amazing.
And we have an amazing gentleman who will be sending us off. He's 94 years old, and he served this country well.
Well, I'm going to personally want to meet him myself.
You're welcome.
Thank you so much for being here, and we're so excited to be a partner with you.
Thank you, Denise.
And I just have a feeling it's going to be a great event.
Oh, we're hoping. Thank you.
Well, thanks so much. Well, with that, until next time, thumbs up, South Florida.